I just wanted to ask, I can't um, not take this opportunity to ask Tatiana, how is Joanna today? Is she okay? Is she proud? I'm sure she's proud of the book, but how is Joanna?
Vamos pouco lá para trás primeiro.
Okay, let me take a step back. I wanted to say something I didn't mention before. I was not going to put her name in the book because in her mind, I was writing a novel inspired by her story. And indeed, there's a lot of things in the book that are not based in her story. But she saw herself in the book so much that she wanted to have her name. And then it became a political matter for her, not just stating that it's based in a real story, but whose story? Let's give the woman a face so that other women can speak. So that we fight this taboo somehow. You know, the taboo of speaking about sexual violence, because of all types of violence women suffer, the rape is the most silenced one. Women cannot talk about it. Women can talk about harassment, but it's very, very hard to talk about rape. When I published the book, it was really important to her, but it was also very hard. Many people were reading, many people around her, her friends were reading it, reading the story and talking about it. So many people were talking about that again. It's hard, but it's important as well. When she said she wanted to have her name in the book, I told her two things. If we put your name, I said, you're telling this to your kids. So I told Joanna, you know, you are telling the story to your kids. There's no going back after you do that. It's as if somehow the letter was being written to her kids as well. One day they'll know. And she said, I want them to know. And I also told her, well, when I give your name, people will think that everything in the book happened to you. And you know this is not correct. But people will assume that the whole story is real. But still, she wanted to have her name in the book. It was important to her. And when the book was launched, we talked a lot about it. Well, it has been 2 years. And we haven't discussed this anymore. I don't ask her anymore. I don't ask her, how are you doing? You know, in relation to that, people stop asking. Every time we ask, I have the feeling that I'm making her relive something that I don't want her to relive. When people ask me this question, the question you just asked, and I'm reminded, I've never asked her anymore, and I wonder, should I ask her again how she's doing?
Well, I think the bit I know about trauma, I think this probably was a good thing for her, because one thing that helps most victims of especially this type of crime is to process it again. And to process it, you need the details, you need the words, you need all that. So even by talking to you about it in the interviews, I think it would have been a very powerful experience for her as well. So I believe it helped her. Of course, I'm talking about something I don't know for real. But
depois teve também a peça do livro que
there was a play based on the book, and I watched the play with her, which was very strong. It was a very strong experience. She was seeing herself, someone in her place, telling her story on a stage.